Good morning. This is Pastor Zach with the Goodland United Methodist Church with your morning devotion for Tuesday, May 29th. Today I'll be reading from Matthew 6, starting in verse 7 and ending in verse 15. When you are praying, do not heap up empty phrases as the Gentiles do, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. Pray then in this way: Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And do not bring us to a time of trial, but rescue us from the evil one. For if you give others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. These words, known as the Lord's Prayer, are familiar to us. They connect us with generations of Christians in our prayers. Many say them at least once a week, if not daily. It's also a prayer that we turn to when we know not what else to pray. We find ourselves in situations needing to pray, but not sure what to say, and we have these words. I want to share with you a reflection on that idea from C.S. Lewis in his book, Mere Christianity. It's entitled, Let's Pretend. What do we do next? What difference does all this theology make? It can start making a difference tonight. If you were interested enough to have read this far, you are probably interested enough to make a shot at starting to say your prayers. And whatever else you say, you will probably say the Lord's Prayer. Its very first words are Our Father. Do you see what those words mean? They mean, quite frankly, that you're putting yourself in the place of the Son of God. To put it bluntly, you're dressing up as Christ. If you like, you are pretending, because of course the moment you realize what words mean, you realize that you are not a son of God. You are not being like the Son of God, whose will and interests are at one with those of the Father. You are a bundle of self-centered fears, hopes, greeds, jealousies, and self-conceit, all doomed to death. So that, in a way, this dressing up as Christ is a piece of outrageous cheek. But the odd thing is, it is what He has ordered us to do it. Why? Why is it good? What is the good of pretending to be what you are not? Well, even on the human level, you know there are two kinds of pretending. There's a bad kind, where the pretense is there instead of the real thing, as when a man pretends he is going to help you instead of really helping you. But there's also a good kind, where the pretense leads up to the real thing. When you are not feeling particularly friendly, but you know you ought to be, the best thing you can do very often is to put on a friendly manner and behave as if you were a nicer person than you actually are. And in a few minutes, as we have all noticed, you'll be feeling friendlier than you were. So in these cases where maybe we don't know what to pray or don't really feel like praying, we can say these words of the Lord's Prayer that even if they're putting up a sense of pretending, they'll get us in the right place. They'll recenter us and put us on the right track to be who we are meant to be and do what we are meant to do from God. Have a blessed day.